Alrighty. Let's say hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Yeah, okay. Last week it wasn't on. So, let's see, we're gonna play Pokemon today. It's been a while. We're going to hit up the Elite Four. I don't think we're gonna level our teams. I don't really want to do that. So we're just gonna go try the Elite Four and see how that goes. But yeah. So we're gonna try that. Let me go ahead and turn off the music and get the capture card going. And then we'll get started. It's kind of quiet. There we go. I don't remember why we're in here. Oh, because we had to go see the director. That's why. Do I like need to go see anybody? I don't know why the school nurse wants to see me. That's kind of weird. Oh wait, no, I just want to leave. That's my goal. Entrance hall. Exactly. It must be nighttime since there's a Gengar here. Yeah. Alright. We're gonna leave. We're going to go to the Elite Four. Row. Oh, it's Penny. Wayla? Penny? There's something I want to talk to you about. Could you come meet me in front of the school stairs? You know, where we first met? I'll be waiting. Alright, I guess we're gonna go talk to Penny. Hasta la vista. The six of us thought up that catchphrase back when we created the team. It's so cringy, it's perfect, you know? Anyway, about the LP thing. I thought I was going down big time for hacking the league point system, but they're letting me off easy. That's great. The Pokemon League said that they'd waive my debt if I do some volunteer engineering for them. They even asked me to come work for them after I graduate, if you can believe that. Director Clavel and that Gita lady kept complimenting me, like a weird amount. Apparently I have outstanding talent or something. Sorry for calling you out here to meet like this. I'm still not so great with people face to face. I never seem to find the right words, but thank you so much. You saved Team Star, and my friends along with it. I know words won't ever be enough to properly thank you for all you've done, so here. I got Draco Meteor. I'm sure you'll put this to good use. And one more thing. I want to repay the debt I owe you. If you ever think of a way I can do that, just let me know. I'm great with machines and hacking and stuff. So next time I'll be the one helping you, Quayla. Be seeing you then. Hasta la vista. Why would you run up all those stairs? There's a Drifloon above my head, so I think you can do Poke Catch. But I have no idea. I'm gonna try it. And if it doesn't yell at me, I guess we're good. Alright, so I wanted to see my team. So we're at level 65 and level 60s. low 60s. I don't think it's going to be great when we go to battle the Elite Four, but it'll be something. Where is the Elite Four? How do I open my map? They're not there. They're up here. How do I get there? There's like a doorway up here, right? I guess not. Alright, well what happens if I just, you know, jump off the side of the cliff? Actually surprised it let me do this. There we go. Oh, cool, I did catch Driftloon. Yeah, I don't know where this gate comes from. I haven't been able to find it myself. I'm making my way to the Pokemon League. Let's battle to mark the occasion. He's level 14! Oh, poor Meowth. Well, losing's one way to mark an occasion. Me thinking I'm going to actually have a challenge. No. He was just level 14. Who's this? Maybe this person will be challenging. Taking on the league? You look like you've got promise, kid. Let's give you a challenge to grow on. Can't intimidate me. I don't know who we're sending out. Bronzor. Okay. I think this should be fine. It's also a fire type. Volta wants to learn the move Wave Crash. I don't know what wave crash does. Shrouds itself in water and slams into the target with its whole body to inflict damage. This also damages the user. I don't think I want that. We defeated the cabbie. Welcome to the Pokemon Center, blah blah blah. Yes, I'd like to heal my Pokemon. I want to make sure that we have plenty of things that we can use. The thing is that we have plenty of money. Don't I have things I can sell too? It's like this pocket. Yeah. I have plenty of things to sell. Yeah. Plenty of money. Alright. So we've healed our Pokemon. Jumpluff is the only one still at level 61. Yes, we will go test our luck. Hello, Quayla. So this is it. You decided to face the Pokemon League. The final test you must pass to become a champion is held here in this building. I wish you the best of luck from the bottom of my heart, Quayla. I look forward to meeting you again soon. Are you ready to face the Pokemon League's champion assessment? Hell yeah. Let's see here. Quayla from Naranha Academy, is it? It appears you have a total of 8 gym badges. Very well. You may now proceed into the interview room. Oh, I forgot about the interview. Thank you for coming today. Please, do have a seat. I, Rika, will be your interviewer. Let's get started with the first portion of the champion assessment. We begin with the interview. First things first, let me see how many gym badges you have. Excellent, you have all 8. Next, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you wouldn't mind, Quayla. Please think carefully, as you may automatically fail the interview depending on your answers. Let's begin. How did you get here today? I walked. Very good, very good. Please tell me the name of the school you are enrolled in. I am enrolled in Naranha Academy. Ah, that's right. So what brings you to the Pokemon League today? You came to become a champion? Yes, indeed. Why else would you be here, I suppose? Now, what do you intend to do if and when you become a champion? I want to become even stronger? I see, interesting. Tell me, which of the 8 gyms gave you the most difficulty? Wasn't there one I had to battle twice? Then we'll say the Levincia gym. I see. What was the name of the gym leader you faced there? This was Iona. I'm glad you seem to remember. But do you remember which type of Pokemon Iona used? It was electric. Wonderful. Building the skills needed for the champion assessment is no small feat. You must have met a lot of Pokemon to get here, Quayla. What was the category of the Pokemon you chose to be your first partner? The Fire Croc, duh. Very good, very good. Now, please forgive me, but I'm going to repeat a previous question. Remind me, what do you intend to do if and when you become champion? I want to become even stronger. Oh no. Hello, Rickstar. How are you doing? Ah yes, that's right. Next is the final question for this interview. Do you like Pokemon? Yes? Good job, kiddo. That about wraps up the interview. And let me be the first to congratulate you, Quayla. You just passed the first part of the champion assessment. Nice. Good, sleepy, busy, and waiting on your phone to be charged, but good? That's good. On your first try too, no less. Don't think anyone's done that since Nimona. But anyway, time to switch gears and get ready for the next segment. The second segment is what we call the Elite Test. Great. You'll be facing the Elite Four in Pokemon battles. Wonderful. I guess that's pretty obvious from the name of the test, huh? Anyway, we're the best the league has to offer. You'll be facing us 4 in a row, no turning back. This won't be a cakewalk, I promise you that. Make sure you're all ready to go. Make sure you're all ready, then go into the room behind me. I mean, I've always wondered if Nimona is the top champion, then why is Geeta the main champion? Geeta is the top champion. She's number 1. Nimona is just a champion, right? I don't think this is going to go very well. But we'll give it a try. Now then, let's get this started, eh? In order to become a top champion, you have to beat the champion, aka Geeta. The good old Rika be the first of the Elite Four to take you on. Great. Not gonna go easy on me. This isn't good. Oh yes, I got PCG working, yeah. They had to restart it, and so they did. And it took like 10 minutes to reboot, and then it started working again. Camerupt. Yeah, we want to switch Pokemon. Also, Sobble, really? I don't know. I don't remember who my starter was. I think it was Mudkip. But I don't remember. Congratulations on your Avalog. Donphan. We'll keep the current Pokemon. You don't like, or you don't get what? This is rude. No, Floatzel. That was rude. Alright. Who else we got? Jumpluff? Dog Trio. Yes, I would like to switch Pokemon, but I don't know which one I should switch to. I'm gonna bring on Skeledirge. How do you get Pokemoney or Pokecoins? So they do have a Discord, but you can get money, by doing like a Poke Daily command. Otherwise I believe with each Pokemon you catch, you get a little bit of money. It's not like a lot, but it's enough to put something in your pocket. Yeah, they really want you to join their Discord and do the daily command that they do. Wait a minute, how did that work? Palma was underground. That was so rude. Does a Pokemon spawn when you aren't streaming? No. So, as long as I'm streaming, then a Pokemon will spawn every 15 minutes or so. If I'm not streaming, they will still, like, spawn, but you can't catch them. So 4 Pokemon an hour. Oh, the lighting changed. That's nice. Okay. We got one. Not bad, kiddo. Talk about unfair. No way was I ever gonna win that one. You might have. Felt good even to lose. Not a whole lot of trainers have the skill to make it past the elite test. But who knows? I'm beginning to think you might be one of the few that do, Quayla. Better stay on your toes though. The second of the elite four is stronger than me. Great. Yeah, I was gonna say it's the kid, right? Poppy. Did you lose, Rika? Yeah, I did. She's no pushover, let me tell you. I'll be watching from the side. Avenge me if you can, eh? You bet I will. You refuse to believe that Rika is weaker to a child? Yeah, I don't quite believe it either. Can I go ahead and heal them? Yeah, so I'm ready to face Poppy of the Elite Four. We'll probably lose, but that's fine. It's so cool you made it this far, but this is where you say bye-bye, miss. All my Pokemon are super tough. Your weak attacks won't work on them at all. They'll bounce right off, you see. Can't wait for you to meet my friends, so here they come. Okay. Smush 'em. Great. The giant copper elephant is going to come smush me. How did she even become an E4? She was born, found a Pokemon, beaten someone, and became famous? Yeah, exactly. Probably. That's probably what happened. She was like a child prodigy or something. Or did she get a Guinness World Records, world's youngest trainer? We'll keep the current Pokemon. How old is she? I actually don't know how old she is. Scarlet is just putting in work. Let's see. Tinkaton? She's 5? You're telling me I'm battling a 5-year-old. I figured she'd be at least like 8. 5 though? It says she's 5 to 7. So, I mean, she is a minor, yes. It's kind of wild. I expected her to, you know, be like 8 to 10 range, not 5 to 7. Okay, we beat the child. I wanted to take revenge on you, Rika. Pretty sure you mean take revenge for me, Squirt. Don't think I did anything wrong by you. Hate to say it, but you lost Poppy. Better call the next guy. Oh, that's right. I haven't had to do this in a long time. Is she like a Drifblim by having like the yellow X on the top of her head? Mr. Larry! Come on, Larry. Let's see your flying type Pokemon. Hello there. It's me, Larry. Alright, do we have something to... Use one of these. Alright. Let's face Larry. There is a Spinnerack in chat if you're interested in capturing it. You serve as a member of the Elite Four too, yes, unfortunately for me. At my gym, I use normal type Pokemon since I feel they have a lot in common with me. But well, the boss told me to use a different type here, so if you have any complaints, please take them up with La Primera. Anyway, time to get to work. You have money now? You have to like interact with it, I think, to get money. But I don't know like the total ins and outs of it. Well, I'll be trying my hand with flying type Pokemon this time. You caught the spider? Yeah. I was gonna say, I think when you catch them, it gives you a little bit of money. Oh, we're just gonna keep Skeletors. Who is stronger? Trainer is very handsome, beautiful, have a very cute ace, and is also the interviewer. Or a child. How? I think we'll be fine for right now. Ah yes, the fluffy bird. You just realized. What did you realize? Should probably switch Pokemon. To who? I don't know. We'll just bring out Tinkaton. The E4 types are the same as the Titans. Are they? Flying would be the bird. Let's see. We'll play rough. Oh great, now we're confused. Once more, Tinkaton. Please don't confuse, hurt yourself. Good. Bombardiers, Larry, Orthoworm, Poppy, Dondozo, Castle, Great Tusk, Rika. I keep getting the different ones confused in my brain. I'm like, who is Great Tusk? Then I remembered we did have to battle Great Tusk. Okay. Flamigo. I'll keep Tinkaton for a minute. Old Donphan, yeah. I was like, wait, I didn't do that one, but then I was thinking I was playing Violet, not Scarlet. At the risk of messing up my suit a bit, it's time to get some wind at our backs. No, you didn't spoil anything. No. I've played through the game. I'm still sleepy, and so I, like, confused the two together. Oof. Alright, let's see who is somewhat effective. Only Palma. Interesting. Oh wait, there's one more. Cloth. Oh my goodness. Alright, well we will try this. Let's see if it works. There we go. That poor flamingo. Well, that took the wind from under our wings. I mean, fighting and electric aren't really good with flying, but somehow, it somehow did the job. Somehow. I suppose the final member of the Elite Four is next. It's your turn, Hassel. Now where could he be? Larry deserves a break. Larry does deserve a break. Now, Larry, go do your job. Come on in, Hassel. You gotta like yell at him. Larry, you may need to speak up just a bit more. Hassel. That's not Larry. Alright, I'm not yelling at y'all. Rika yelled for him. Hello there, Quayla. It delights me to see you here. As for you, Larry, I see you made Rika do the shouting again, huh? Larry, giving me the side eye. Alright, Pokemon. Let's do the thing, and let's see. My man works at a restaurant, works as an Elite Four member, works as a gym leader, works in an office, and gets 0 rest. You know, he does deserve a break. I agree. Larry needs a break. Let's see, we will just do... We'll do this one. I think everybody else is fine. Maybe Floatzel? I feel like Floatzel's also fine. Yeah. Alright, let's go. You ready to face Hassel? No, but yes. I was, of course, absolutely certain you'd make it to me eventually. Young sprouts truly do grow with astounding speed, yes, but I never for a moment imagined we would be facing each other so soon. Now, a teacher's duty is to guide students and aid their growth. But I think I shall forget about my role as a teacher for a moment, and wield all my might for the sole purpose of defeating you. That's just kinda rude. I am Hassel, the dragon guarding the final fortress of the Elite Test. Prepare to learn firsthand how the fiery breath of ferocious battle feels. My dude, I did just battle 3 out of 4 of the Elite Four. Show me everything you've got. I shall face you with my full strength. Okie dokie. Alright. Skeletor's not great. Tinkaton, on the other hand. Let's put that hammer to use. Ow. Rude. Oh, don't hurt Tinkaton. There we go. Nikita is indeed dumb. She recruits a grown man who cries, a child, a man who needs a break but doesn't get it, in Rika. I guess it happens sometimes. I'll keep Tinkaton for a moment. You completely forgot Dragalga existed? Yeah. It does exist. We're gonna bring out Squishy Boy. Just realized all your Pokemon's avatar thing is zoomed in, except Clodsire. Yeah. Flapple. I love this Pokemon. This one and the pie looking one. I love them. Is it the flapping apple? Yeah. I love the apple pie one too. Okay. So rude. We haven't battled the flapping apple. I don't know what's good against it. It's just so small. I don't know how, like, it can— oh, Jesus. It can fly. Just a tiny little flapping apple. Haxorus. I don't remember that one. Oh, it's that one. Okay. Crunch. Alright, well we will just do a little praying. Oh, we got crunched again. Go, go, go! We're almost there. Baxcalibur. I'll just keep Tinkaton. Only a little more until you pass. Don't let up. Thanks, Hassel. Come, oh great dragon, take a Terra Jewel as your crown. Great. At least we're on the last one. Such a rude move. Oh god. Woohoo! We defeated Hassel. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah. The Toxic Rogue is level 1. The mighty dragon has been felled. You really did it. Oh wow. Huh. Wonderful. I'm just so proud of you. Oh my goodness. Why do you gotta be crying? Aw, don't cry, Grandpa Hassel. There, want a hug. Oh my goodness. Sorry about all this, but the old man can get like that sometimes. So what if I do? I'm just so overwhelmed. Guess I've gotta do the talking. Anyway, your result for the elite test of the champion assessment is a pass, no doubt about it. Yeah, you're tougher than steel. Yep. You did it so beautifully. Congratulations. I'd say you're good to go, but there is actually just a wee bit more to the champion assessment. This will be your final trial. See the door back there? Our fearless commander, the final opponent you'll face for your test, is waiting beyond it. Her skills are so amazing, she was able to strong-arm all of us into joining the Elite Four. You won't find a mightier champion. Though I think you'll do fine, kiddo. You beat me after all. I'll patch up your team on the house, so don't lose, you hear? I really love your Pokemon, miss. So I'll cheer for you as hard as I can. Well, good luck. Even a baby dragon can breathe fire. Oh my goodness. Whoa, I guess you got over your sobs, huh? You can do this. We all know you can. Now, go, young Quayla. Your hands may be small, but let them seize a great victory. Okay. Alright, Gita, here we come. Rika congratulates the player. Hassel cries. Poppy comforts Hassel. Larry stares at the player. Yep. That's about right. Welcome, Quayla. It gives me great joy that you managed to make it all the way to the pinnacle of the Pokemon League. The final test is a battle against me, the top champion. To pass, all you need to do is win. But before we get started, I should apologize for one thing. You see, I have a trait that some might say is inappropriate for the League chairwoman. I am utterly incapable of holding back when it comes to Pokemon battles. Maybe that's why nobody's passed this test recently. It's a bit of a problem, to be honest. But you might manage something wonderful, like Champion Nimona did. So are you ready for your final test? I want to see the true measure of your talent. Fun fact, I always thought Gita's name was Yita, so I came up with a line, Yeet the Yita, but when I realized it was Gita, well, I felt like a dum-dum. It happens. I do hope you can defeat me and become a champion yourself. Oh, we gotta do the goober bird. Get this bird out of here. Yes, that was the correct decision in this situation. Please continue. Excuse me? Why do I feel like I'm being graded? Avalog. Oh no, we want to keep our King Gambit. The opposing King Gambit gained strength from the fallen. Okay. Veluza. Volton Veluza. Do I greatly dislike the Veluza? That was fucking rude. What's the matter? You're not one to let something so insignificant fluster you. Alright. Sorry, Pomo. I guess Skeletors would be fine. Goat. King Gambit, my brothers, the rest of my fleet, give me your strength as I tear down this challenger's Pokemon and she will never see the light of day. Skeletors, pew. Yeah, Skeletors is probably a bit over-leveled here, but that's fine. Perfectly fine. We just want to get out of here. Glamora. Heh, don't think you've won just yet. I haven't, lady. Oh look, we haven't battled this Pokemon yet. Be the light that guides all trainers, Glamora. That didn't work quite as well as I'd hoped. But it is burnt. Earth power. Please don't earth power me again. This is how you're supposed to unleash a move. This is what it takes to be at the top. Poor Skeledirge. Alright, well. I'll just bring out Tinkaton and we'll squash it. I had a thought, what would happen if a Mega Pokemon terastallizes and Dynamaxes, then uses a Z move? Oh my goodness, I don't know. You defeated top champion Gita. You go beyond my imagination so easily. Such overwhelming power, such amazing skill. It seems Paldea has gained another wonderful trainer to be proud of. Congratulations! It is my honor to call you Champion Quayla. Congratulations is right, now I can really say you're good to go. Yeah, you did it, miss. Congratulations. Just amazing. I can't. Hold it. Hold it id in any bore. Oof. Crying again? You Pokemon trainers are the treasure of Paldea. And amid that treasure, champions are the jewels that shine the brightest. Champion Quayla, it is now your duty to set an example for all of the trainers of Paldea. Now, allow me to walk you back to the entrance. I'm certain you'll find a familiar face awaiting you. Great. Here we go, Nemona. Quayla, Quayla! Oh man, I can just tell just looking at you. You did it, right? You became a champion? Yes. Ha! I knew it all along. I got word from La Primera when you cleared the elite test. Oh man, Quayla, I'm a champion and now you're a champion! Which means we're true equals. You and me, both champion ranked trainers. This is amazing. Now that you've made it here, I've got one thing to say. Let's you and me be best rivals for life. Best rivals for life? Alright, you know what rivals do? Battle their absolute hearts out. I'm gonna hit you with everything this time. You ready? Do wait a moment, Champion Nemona. Huh? What's the matter, Primera? The champion assessment has only just ended. I believe a rest is in order for Champion Quayla, Skeledirge, and the others. Champions must be understanding toward their opponents. Right. There I go, getting overexcited again. Sorry, Quayla and Skeledirge. I also must ask, is this roadside really the setting you two want for your first battle as true equals and rivals? Now that you mention it, that's a good point. In that case, can we use one of the Pokemon League battle courts? Surely there's somewhere more fitting, a place with special meaning for the two of you, perhaps. Special meaning, huh? Let me see. Anywhere leap to mind, Quayla? The Treasure Eatery. I'll just say Mesagoza. Ooh, good call. The place where we set out on our journey. That reminds me, Quayla. Remember back when Director Clavel explained the treasure hunt? You know how he told us to go in search of our own treasure? Well, I know what treasure I got out of all of this. I found a true rival, someone who can stand up to me at my full capabilities. That's right, I mean you. I'm so glad I got to meet you, Quayla. Anyway, that being said, I'll be waiting for you at the battle court in Mesagoza's Central Plaza. See you there. Oh my goodness. Charizard, use G-Max Wildfire Overdrive with the Fire Terra boost and the Mega Power intacted. Oh my goodness. Imagine if Nemona and Ash met, they'd always be battling. Imagine if there was an option saying, inside my house. I don't want to battle inside my house, though. The respect the two of you share is palpable, even a bit enviable, to be honest. I am known as La Primera, but even when facing me in the final test of her champion assessment, Champion Nemona didn't reveal her full might. In you, I suspect she has found someone she can battle without holding anything back. Great. Did my Pokemon get healed? Hell no. Thanks, La Primera. She kinda left me hanging with that one. I will need your Pokemon for a few seconds. Exactly your point, Nemona is stronger than Yida. Then why isn't she the top G? Oh, sorry, top C. I have no idea. Probably because Nemona's a child, but then also we have a child in the Elite Four. So, I don't know. Maybe Nemona didn't want the job. There's a Timber in chat. If you're interested in capturing it, use !Pokecatch. Ah, this is where this gate is? I had no idea. They broke out. make the greatest entrance of all time. Any second now. Ah, there you are, Quayla. You ready for a battle between champions? Because all these folks here seem ready to watch. Word got around, I guess. And out of every single person gathered here, I'm most excited. I'm the most excited by a mile. Why aren't there any VAs? What is VA? The stage is set. It's my all-out power. Voice actors? I don't know. Versus your strength, and let's see who comes out on top. It'd be great if there were voice actors and I didn't have to read out the entire thing. You are challenged by Champion Nimona. Finally, the thing I've waited all this time for. Time to begin our greatest battle of all. So rude. These stealth rocks. Ouch. I do like my real hard hits. Man, it feels good to finally let loose. Okay, Nimona. Worm. Probably switch Pokemon. I'll just keep. Let's see. That's what I thought. Fire would be super effective. To think I helped teach you type matchups, and now you're using them to put the hurt on me! She taught me, like, fire, water, and grass. Nothing else. And I'm still very bad at type matchups. The Dunsparce. Ouchies. The only one with a super effective move is Pomo. Pointed stones. Stay alive, Pomo. Use your arm thrust. It's super effective. I'll bring in Squishy Clodsire. That's so rude. A critical hit at a critical moment, that goes beyond luck. You've got some kind of gift. Maybe that wasn't a great move. Oh well. What's done is done. Yeah, that matchup sucked on my end. But I realized after I sent out Floatzel. You're destroying her. Never mind. Yeah, I know. I'm awful. I do need to give Skeledirge a potion. But we've been moving through Pokemon rather quickly. Meowscarada. Alright, we will keep Jump Love for a second. And then I'll send out Skeledirge once I hit it with a potion. Although Jump Love is super effective, so I'm not awful. At times I am awful. Ah yes, the Masquerade Pokemon. Maybe we don't need Skeledirge for this. Maybe Jump Up will just be enough. Kill, I mean defeat. I did defeat it with a Cotton Ball. Or Cotton Puff? I don't know. Cotton Ball Pokemon? And he's like, oh no, what happened? She okay? You did it! This is legit incredible. You're the strongest out there, Quayla. I mean, you knocked me flat and I was giving you absolutely everything I had. Everything and laughing. Oh man, Pokemon battling, am I right? It's so much better, so much more fun than I ever even knew. Thanks for that incredible match. You beat me for real this time. So all the other times were just a lie? Thanks, Nimona. When she was doing that pose, I thought she was dabbing, crying, and scared at the same time. Now let's give ourselves a minute and have a quick break, Quayla. Before round 2. No, Nimona. Absolutely not. Which Pokemon should I bring out this time? Decisions, decisions! Oh my goodness. Yeah, when I first defeated her in my Violet playthrough, I was like... kinda worried when I defeated her that she was like gonna thrash out at me. How many Pokemons do you own, Nimona? That's what I'm saying. If she had enough to battle us multiple times with a different Pokemon each time. Did you win the thing? Yeah. I did the thing. Is there anywhere I have to go? I don't think so. Alright, so we defeated Team Star last stream. We defeated, you know, the Elite Four in Champion Nimona this stream. Yeah, so GG. GG, well played. Yes. So, what we have to do next is we have to go to the research lab, right? That's like the last thing I gotta do. Yeah. The Path of Legends. Head to the lab located at the base of the lighthouse on Poco Path. Are my Pokemon healed? Hell yeah. Great. Okay. So, let's start this. We probably won't be able to finish it today. We can get it started. We're almost there. Almost beat the game. Poco Path. We're at the lighthouse, right? Yeah. What is this emote? Hi? Is that one of the Twitch emotes? Seriously? You beat me here? I know, Arvin. It's been like 3 days. Because I had to defeat Team Star, and then I had to go defeat the Elite Four. Well, this is the lab. I used to come here to play all the time when I was a kid. There'd better be a good reason for calling us here like this. Let's find out. So grumpy looking. Everyone always says she's some kind of genius, absolutely brilliant as a Pokemon professor. My mom, that is. But let me tell you, as a parent, she's the worst. All she ever does is work. She never comes home. I don't have a single memory of her even playing with me. Her own kid. Mabostiff's the only one who is there for me. Always. Anyway, it's open now. Go on in. I just want to get this over with. Okay. Alright, Arvin. Arvin, seriously, you beat me here? The player. Go to the Pokemon League, defeat the champion, defeated Nimona, become a top C, managed to sleep, made it before Arvin. Yeah. I need your help. She needs my help. I am currently at the deepest point of Area 0 in the Great Crater of Paldea. I have been researching the unique Pokemon here for a very long time. I'm asking the two of you to lend a hand to help carry out the final step of the great Professor Sada's glorious research. You're surprised she got a signal? Yeah, kind of curious, right? The final step? But there is something we need first. Something that can be found within that lab. What we need is the Scarlet book. Wait, do you mean this book? Ah, so you took it from the lab, did you, Arvin? This expedites things. Bring the Scarlet book to the deepest depths of Area 0. I promise that it will be an experience worth treasuring if you come here. Or if you will come, or whatever it said. I must note, however, that Area 0 is both home to vicious Pokemon and outfitted with powerful cybernetic security systems. It seems to me that you might struggle if the two of you were to enter alone. You may take the time to gather some reliable allies before you come, if you feel the need. I will be awaiting you in the deepest part of Area 0 whenever you arrive. Area 0? That place is bad news. It was down in Area 0 that Mabostiff got wounded in the first place. Down in the great crater of Paldea. In all honesty, I'd be perfectly happy to never see that place again. Are you gonna go? I don't like either of these options, but of course I'm gonna go. I suppose she did ask. Well, it's time for you to sleep. Have a good night, Rickstar. Get some good sleep. And I can't just stand by and watch while a friend heads off into danger on her own. Yeah, you too. I guess I'm going too. Alright. You go, Arvin. Sides. I'd love to give Mom a piece of my mind. Alright, Arvin. Alright then, Quayla. Outside. Hasta la Vistar. We're gonna have a Pokemon battle to see if we're really ready to head out into Area 0 or not. Mostly to see if I'm ready or not. Let's go. Oh, wait, I have to battle him? I just finished battling people. I didn't want to battle him. Battle Arvin. Let's go. Alright, you ready for a battle, Quayla? No, but yes. Excellent. You ready to go too, right, Mabostiff? Bwoof, woof. Yep, Mabostiff says he's ready. You're battling with Mabostiff? Okay, yeah, I can see why you'd be worried. But my buddy here is bursting with energy. You'd never know he was so weak just a little while ago. Won't leave me alone, always whining at me, wanting to battle you and your Pokemon. It's been so long I nearly forgot, but he always did love to battle. Even if we always lost to that student council girl, the battle fanatic one. Anyway, my point is, there's no need to worry. We're a brand new Arvin and Mabostiff, and we're feeling audacious, or maybe herbaceous? Let me give you a taste of what we can do. You're challenged by Arvin. The Pokemon that I met during our hunt for the Herba Mystica are all stars, every one of them. Are they? Garganackle. Ow. That sucked. Toad's cruel. That's why we can't keep quotes on. Oh no, he's asleep. That was rude. Oof. How would it avoid the attack? That's so freaking rude. Should've just revived, what's his name? Skeletors. Wait, when did pointed stones come out? I missed that. Alright, we're going to... I don't have a max revive. That sucks. We're going to revive Skeletors. No! Alright, well the poison should kick in and kill him. Yeah. Good. How do pointed stones dig into a Pokemon that's flying? Alright. Open this Nutri-Grain box. I'm getting a little hungry. Oh no, don't crunch me. That was rude. I should use Giga Drain. Oh, I forgot Floatzel was asleep. Alright, I don't think it's worth it to revive Floatzel. No! Do not avoid the attack! Alright, well I guess we're gonna lose this one. Can you just like jump up there? Alright, well that kinda sucked. Alright, let's try this one more time. just want to get through the content I've already read. I hate Earthquake. Like, that's a very rude move. We are going to switch to Floatzel. Ah, I found where the stealth rock comes from. I think that's what really screwed me in the end, was just stealth rock. Stealth rock and this Pokemon. Alright. Sorry, Scovillain. I probably swap Pokemon, but I don't know to who. Maybe Floatzel? Floatzel might be good. Alright, let's see. School villain. It's fiery. Maybe a hydro pump will do something. Yeah, let's go. Aw, man. Poor Floatzel. I'll bring in Clodsire. Pointed stones. It's always those dang pointed stones. Smack. Alright. We want to bring in Skeletors. I mean, I guess we could also bring in like Tinkaton. Heal Skeletors, and then bring in Skeletors. Or we could just use Tinkaton, that's fine. I forgot they terrestrialize. I always forget about terrestrialization. Rude. Fire Fang, that's so rude. If I bring in Skeletors, he's just gonna use Crunch. Poor Clodsire. Come on, one more. There we go. We were so close, my boss stiff, so close, but Quayla, thanks, little buddy. Dang, this is the strength of someone who could take down those Titan Pokemon, huh? Yeah, much as I hate to admit it, I do think we're gonna need some more support. The Pokemon in Area Zero are super strong and there are all sorts of weird machines there too. I'd say we need at least 2 more people. Somebody with some champion rank level skills and somebody who can deal with crazy tech. I was like, Nimona, the student council president? You're probably right. That girl can take on any Pokemon that comes at her. She's a beast. Huh, well seems like you've been busy making some pretty useful friends. I'll reach out to them and organize things. You just make sure you're there. The meeting place will be the Zero Gate. Is this facility out on the edge of the Great Crater. I'll send you the info on how to find it, so don't keep us waiting forever. Thanks. The information on how to find this random gate. Alright. So it's like over here. I need to climb up there. Probably climb and then we'll go find somebody to raid. Come on. We got some lemonade. Oh, who did I run into? Oh, Fletchling. Or Fletching? Fletchling? Fletchender. Alright, I don't really want to fight. Like at all. Ah, there it is. I climbed up way too far. I guess I didn't even really need to climb. The gate's open. Hey, over here! This is the Zero Gate. It was made so researchers could try to observe the inside of the Great Crater of Paldea, what folks call Area Zero. It's our ticket down into the crater. Oh, and speaking of the crater, you know that Pokemon of yours, the one I gave you? Area Zero is apparently where Koraidon was born, or something like that. Maybe it'll be happy it can finally come back home. Not that I really care or anything. Anyway, our 2 new teammates should be waiting for us inside the Zero Gate. Guess we should head in. And there's a Petaloo? Petaloo. Whoa, kinda dark in here. Where'd you come from? Hola, Quayla. Arvin said that there'd be tons of strong Pokemon, so here I am. Once she heard that she'd get to battle awesome Pokemon, she was here in a second. You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but I guess you could come in handy for this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten in battle. But more importantly, why is it so dark? And where are the awesome Pokemon? Yeah, it is weird that the lights are off. The last time I was here, the electricity was up and running, but now... Well, now the lights are on. But why? I turned them on. It seems like they were on power saving mode. I hacked into the system controls and overrode the settings. Oh, it's you, the kid with the fluffy Eevee bag. I guess. My name's Penny. Well, hey, we never actually got to talk. I'm Nimona. I'm in Class 1A. Must be some kind of tech whiz. Do you like battling Pokemon too? You talk like way too much. The director introduced us. When you need someone with good with tech, she's a no-brainer. Anyway, Penny here also agreed to help in a second when she heard it was here to help. When she heard it was to help Quayla. I'm not really the adventuring type, but I owe you, Quayla, and I pay my debts. She's surprisingly old-fashioned like that. And of course, everyone knows me, Arvin. My loves include my Mabostiff and cooking and... Biometric identification in process. Hello, Quayla. I have been expecting you. And it seems you have gathered a group of formidable allies as well. Sorry? Who are you? That's my mom. Probably. What? That's Professor Sada? Namona, student ID number 805C001. And Penny, student ID number 803B121. Thank you for coming. Of course, Professor. Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you in person. I mean, maybe not in person exactly. Marvin, did you tell your mom about us? When would I have done that? To begin with, I'd like to ask you all to make your way down into the Great Crater of Paldea. You can reach the lower chamber using the elevator you can see on your right. Mom? Please proceed below. Are they not on good terms? Must not be. Okay. So I'm going to save here. And we're gonna go find somebody to raid. It'd be great if anybody watching the stream or maybe lurking could hang around for a moment while we go find somebody to... Let's see. To go right into. I want to say Jack is streaming. Let's see. Jack is streaming. Jack is streaming Monster Hunter. Or we could go... Or not Monster Hunter, he's streaming Spelunky. There's somebody else streaming Monster Hunter. I've never played that. So, let's go see Jack. He'll also be streaming the Kirby Return to Dreamland finale later. I guess he's already played through the entire game. But we'll go raid Jack. Jack is cool. Jack is playing Spelunky. But yeah. I don't know when I'll be back. It says tomorrow at 7. I'm not sure. Keep an eye on my Twitter, which is where I post the most up-to-date information. Feel free to follow me there. I will post when I will be live again. I hope y'all have a great rest of your Sunday, wherever you are. And a great start to your week, if you're starting your week already. Alright, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.